So if you open a Simulink model template provided in the University of Leeds training folder, you should get something that looks like this. To the left here we have the subsystem. These 28 values are all potential inputs to the model from the DGUE units. Here we have the outputs, and here we have a setting for the parameter mode. Now there are three different settings for the parameter mode 1, parameter mode 2, and parameter mode 3. Parameter mode 1 is voltage mode, where the output of the model is a three-phase sinusoidal voltage output. Each of the phases of the voltage output will connect to each of these three outputs here. Parameter mode 2 is current mode, whereby again is a three-phase output, but it's current this time, and each of the phases of this current sinusoidal current output will connect to each of these three outputs here. And then finally parameter mode 3, which is power mode. We don't actually use these outputs here, but we use this array here. The reason for this is we have 6 outputs because we have a three-phase active power output and a three-phase reactive power output. So the active power output, the three phases correspond to these first three outputs here, and then the reactive power output, three phases outputs, corresponds to these three outputs here. So I'm going to put a PVD model in this system, and now I'm going to go through how to incorporate this model into the client so you could use it with the client. So to build a model, you go up to this symbol here, click on the drop down menu and select build model. Wait for it to be built, and then once it's built, click on the link here to view the warnings. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom and click on this link here, you'll be taken to a directory. Now this is the model built, and it produces many files. We're only really interested in one file, and that's this file here, this binary.so file. Now you need to make a note of the directory where this file is, because we're going to need to navigate it to it inside the client. So if we now go to the client, and then we go to the models menu, and then we select add new model. Now the path where we were taken to when we clicked on that warnings link, we're going to go to that now, and it was in this folder here, and then we have located this binary.so file. Click OK, and then we test this model. Click next, 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 next. Then this is a potential image that you can add to represent it, and the previous screens were the inputs and outputs to the model. And then when you click finish, you can see the model has been incorporated into the client. So these are the parameters for the model, and then if we want to save this model, just click save and give it a name. So as it was a PVD model, save it as that. Now we have successfully incorporated a model from Simulink into the client.